so glad you guys are here with us. We are doing a series on creation. But first, let's do a song. We have already learned about 6 days of creation. So today we're going to do a little review video of everything that we have learned so far. So let's do our story.
Long ago, God made everything out of nothing. First, God made the world, and then he began to fill it with beauty. God said, "Let there be light," and right away light shone all around. God knew it was good. He parted the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and he called the darkness night. Evening came, then morning. The world was 1 day old. On the second day, God said, "Let there be sky," and the sparkling blue heavens appeared. Evening came, then morning. Then the world was 2 days old. Next, God said, "Waters, gather together so dry land can appear." The waters obeyed. God called the waters seas, and he called the dry land earth. God liked what he saw. It was good. "Now let plants and trees grow up from the earth," God said, "each with its own kind of seed. Pop, pop, pop." Plants with colorful, crunchy vegetables and sweet-smelling flowers sprang up from the ground. Trees grew tall and bloomed with delicious fruit. God liked what he saw. It was good. Evening came, then morning. The world was 3 days old. On the 4th day, God decorated the sky. "Let there be lights in the heavens," he said. God made the sun for the day and the moon for the night. And he made the stars, so many stars that only he could count them all. God knew it was good. Evening came, then morning. The world was 4 days old. On the 5th day, God said, "Now for the living creatures. First, let's fill the seas and the heavens. Let there be big and small creatures to swim in the seas and birds to fly through the air. Swish, splash, swoosh." Fish and turtles and whales swarmed through the seas, and birds winged their ways over the earth. God liked what he saw. It was good. Evening came, then morning. The world was 5 days old. On the 6th day, God said, "Let there be animals on the earth." He made every kind of animal that lives on the land, from tigers to moose and all kinds of wiggly creatures. And God saw that it was good. But God had saved the best for last. Now the world was ready for people. "Let us make people in our image," God said. "They will take care of this beautiful world and all the living creatures and animals." So God made a man and a woman, Adam and Eve, and he blessed them. Evening came, then morning. The world was 6 days old. Everything God had made was very good, and on the 7th day God rested. A lot of time has passed since God created the world, but it's all still here because he took time and he paid attention to the details when he was making everything. There are still some trees in California and Nevada that are 5,000 years old. That's a long time to be living. It's got to be created very sturdy to be able to last that long. The world we live in is an amazing place. When God created it, he took the time for every single detail and made so many different kinds of things, each serving a different purpose. Like there are 60,000 different types of trees in the world. Some live in hot places, some in cold places, and some grow fruit and others don't. There are so many different types of trees. And God the Creator, he created it all and with such detail that there's no way that it could have just happened. There's no way that 60,000 different types of trees could just happen. He had to be creative enough to think about 60,000 different types of trees and then make it happen. And he did the same with you. He thought about all the different types of details and talents and passions that he wanted you to have, and he made you that way for a specific purpose and plan because he loves you so much. The Bible tells us that God knit us together in our mother's womb. He knows you guys. He knows every hair on your head. He knows your passions. He designed you to be just like you, and he loves you. So if you're ever feeling like you don't fit in, and if you're feeling like you're totally different from everyone else around you, maybe that's a good thing. You are designed to be just like you. You aren't designed to be like your friend or your neighbor or your classmate. You are designed to be you. He took the time to make each and every detail about you guys. And we can be thankful to God for all that he has done because he loves us. We're going to pray for you guys. So, dear Lord, thank you that you are Elohim. Thank you that you love us and you created each of us to be exactly the way you wanted us to be, with the talents and the desires and the passions that we have. You placed them there for a greater purpose. Help us to see you in creation, in the world around us, and help us to be creative like you. In your name, amen. Bye.